I don't like its title already, man. I don't like its title.
The first words of the episode. I don't like this title.
It's bad. It's foreboding. It's ominous. It's not good.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Anime Madness Reaction. I'm your host, Annie Hen. I'm joined with my One Piece co-host, the man for the bones, Skeletony.
Oh, and look, I have my face cam on. You can see me.
Before we get into the chapter, we've got a couple of announcements we're going to make for how things are going to go this summer, since I'm sure people have noticed that been a lack of streams on Twitch. Been a lack of other type of uploads on YouTube other than the One Piece chapters. We still don't have a second series to do our other chapter reacts on yet. I want to try to do like a new series, that way Tony here can actually read the chapters without having to get the Viz subscription and catch up. Or we would have done that already with another series.
Yeah.
Now he can read the first three and last three, but let me look on Viz's website and see if there's any like new series that only have a couple chapters out that we might want to do. Oh, here's one. Chapter 1 of HenDiddy. It's a brand new series, only one chapter, just came out today. Abandoned as a child, Kyo agrees to be possessed by the monster that raised him in order to help her recover what she's lost. The art looks good. This is a series.
It does look pretty cool.
I'm going to click into the first chapter just to see. I'm not going to read anything. Jun Harukawa is the mangaka on this. There are other ones if you don't want to do this one. I'm actually interested in it, so I will be favoriting it. There is Haruke's Mound. It looks like a baseball one.
I want to know how you find ones that like how you can filter. Make sure you can easily find ones that, like.
I go into main page and I go into recent chapters and then I go into new series. And then I look at whatever has like 3 or less chapters, which the only ones that do are the baseball one and the other one that I've seen so far. I can't do anything that is a vault chapter because those are all going to be locked. So that's the Viz side. It looks like that's the only option is HenDiddy. So looking at... or shonen option. Looking at the Viz side of things, this is where we get all the shoujo and Junji Ito. Not seeing too many. Let me see. One shot, 18, 6, 6, 6. So as of right now, unless you get the subscription,
There's not much.
it's only that one, which I think to have both the Viz and the shonen side, I think it's like $6 total a month, which isn't bad, and you get the unlimited library.
Shonen is $2.99 a month. Viz is $1.99 a month.
Yeah, and then it's $2.99 for shonen.
Yeah, so the plus tax about $6. Yeah.
Yep, guys, it's $3.20 and like $2.13, I think, is what it is after tax.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So, but we're not here to talk about financials. We're here to figure out if we're gonna do.
Especially mine.
Yeah, we're here to figure out if we're gonna be doing another series. Which, if you're down to do, we could do the HenDiddy. how many pages is this first chapter? Because I know first chapters are massive. It is a 57-page chapter. So we can read that one on our own this week and start with chapter 2. Start with chapter 2 next week, if that's something you want to do.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
All right.
See if it's good.
So, on that note, it's One Piece time. As Tony fills his mouth
with potato chips.
Potato.
Listen, I didn't eat dinner because I'm not super hungry.
The potato.
But I still need to eat something.
The potato.
So, potato.
Potato.
Mm-hmm.
Potato. You should know what I'm referencing with that.
No, off the top of my head. All I can think of is Attack on Titan Abridged.
Nogla.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so before we get into the actual chapter title, we have Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage Volume 36, where they finally made it to Hakumai, and Otama gives Kawamatsu the hat she made. Well, actually, I don't see Otama there at all. It looks like Yamato gave it to...
Yamato delivered it.
Yamato delivered it, and she's telling Kawamatsu who did it. Page 1 and Ulti are still with her, so it looks like they are going to be retainers of Yamato.
Whoever that big guy in the background is got a beating. You can see the big ass lump on his head.
That is the sumo from last week, or 2 weeks ago now, actually.
Oh yeah, he is.
That's the sumo that she beat.
Poor guy.
Some happiness, especially when we get into the chapter title, chapter 1152, A Horrible Day. So,
a horrible
because
day
it's
indeed.
been 2 weeks, quick recap on the last chapter. Shit's bad. But we finally got to see Luffy's side of it, and it seems like Loki is going to be teaming up with Luffy, Harudin, Sanji, Zoro, all them. I don't think Scopper is going to be going back up with them. I think either Chopper or Gerd are going to stay behind.
I'm thinking Gerd.
I'm thinking Gerd's going to stay
Maybe even
behind.
both. Maybe even both.
I'm thinking it's going to be... It could be both. But I'm thinking if it's going to be just one of them, it's going to be Chopper. Because of Scopper's size compared to Gerd.
That didn't stop him from having a child.
There's a difference there.
Is there really?
There's a difference, not because Gerd has big hands and has to deal with tiny areas that were injured on Scopper. Chopper would be the much better and safer choice to provide treatment.
I mean, she helped with the Straw Hats. I'm pretty sure she's the one that made... No. That was Rodo that made the outfits.
Road made them.
He's also down there, though, so he could always help out.
Road is down there, yes. It could be both of them. My money's leaning on Chopper. And also, because the Pride of the Giants, they want to win back their territory. So I think Gerd would go up and try to fight with Harudin.
I don't know how much of a fighter she is, though. With her being the doctor and all. They probably want to prioritize her not being on the front lines.
We know that she does have a weapon.
Yeah.
She does wield a weapon. I believe she wields... We have the hammer for Loki. Harudin wields a sword. Road wields a katana. I'm pretty sure she has an axe.
That sounds right.
So, getting into the chapter itself. Alright, so we're starting off with Luffy's group. And they're hurrying to the lift. Do your best with that fool, Gerd. And she says, alright. So Gerd...
I knew it. Both.
So they both are staying. Harudin is wielding an axe, though. And what the hell is the name of the cook again? He has a kanabo.
I forget.
He has a kanabo. Take care, you guys. Ultra rare Gerd. I will give it my all. So
oh my god.
The guy with the Nash is going. We've got to go. So Chopper is staying too. We can't move Mr. Yao when he's so badly injured.
All right, thanks, Chopper.
Hey, Straw Hat Luffy. Make a mental note of how you use your color of the Supreme King. They are not immortal.
They are not immortal. Okay. So Conquerors is their weakness.
So it is Conquerors.
Thanks, I've got this one.
You were right on that.
I'm gonna save Colin and everyone else. Okay, Luffy immediately calling out he's gonna save his son. We like that.
Yep. Alright, so now we have Loki. You've helped me see the sense of it, Gabon. I wasn't able to verbalize my own power. And in that case, I've experienced it for myself. The Holy Knights can be stopped. Undo my cuffs and take me with you, Harudin.
You're gonna fight for Elbath?
Look at the size difference between Harudin and Loki.
Look at the difference between Mr. Ya / Scupper Gaban and Loki. Like, they are literally the size of his big toe.
The thing is,
it's insane.
What makes it even more stunning is seeing Harudin and Loki standing like that.
They are actual giants.
The blood bags are the size of freaking Harudin.
Quite literally, you could drain the blood of Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji, and it wouldn't be enough to help Loki. That's crazy. He's fucking massive.
Oh, you can tell he did regain more traits of the ancient giants than Harudin did.
He has the horns.
He has the horns, and he has
the size.
And we know there is ancient.
I want to even lean towards the hair.
Oh, remember, he has like pinkish purple hair.
That's what I mean. Like, I want to even lean towards his hair being probably somewhat of a resemblance to the ancient giants.
Yeah, because remember, the ancient giants were all goofy colors. You had Oars being red, Orange Junior being green, which technically Oars is Orange Junior and Oars Junior is Oars the Third.
Yes, because we have Oars Senior, who existed, I guess,
during the Void Century would be my guess. Because we know ancient giants.
He had to have.
Ancient giants are known to live longer than normal giants.
Yeah, he had to have been in the Void Century, if not during the Void Century, in the entire lifespan between then and whenever Oars came about, which would have been some long ass time ago.
Oars was 400 years old. His body was 400 years old.
We can assume then that Oars Senior was from either during the Void Century or afterwards until
He could have been from before it as well.
Dog, I don't even want to think about someone from before the Void Century. That just sounds like heresy or something.
Because you figure even, and we learned about stuff from before the Void Century with the Harley text. And you figure
that's true.
Normal giants only have to go back 3 to 4 generations to hit the Void Century. Because 800 years ago was the end of the Void Century. It started 900 years ago. And you figure 300 years, 300 years, 300 years, boom, you're at the start of the Void Century. So I believe the true Oar Senior more than likely born before the Void Century started.
I know why people were clowning on Sanji.
I saw
I saw a bunch of memes of people clowning on Sanji, putting what's his name? Oh, why am I forgetting his name?
Who?
Ichibei, right? No, what the hell? That's not who it is. The Fishman guy.
Jinbei.
I combined Ichiban from Like a Dragon and Jinbei.
You know, Ichibei is a real character as well.
He's also in Bleach. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't. I got his name really wrong.
Wait.
Jinbei.
Ichibei. What's the bald monk got to do with this?
Yeah. I saw a bunch of memes, and the one that stands out in my head is "This is Monster Trio business, Sanji. You can go relax," and it's just a really super detailed Jinbei face. And it's wow, what are the people clowning on Sanji for? I know why now. This chapter is telling me.
I pulled a new Jinbei card in a pack.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, on Friday. Got the Buggy and the Gear 5th Luffy starter decks, and I pulled a Jinbei in one of them.
Cool.
Didn't pull anything too exciting. but there's some cards to help. Alright, back into the chapter. We got Harudin telling Loki, I'm not taking you anywhere.
Scopper Gaban.
Yeah, cut the scopper.
Seems like there's more than one of you with the Supreme King Hockey.
Sanji goes, who, me? Who? Me? Me? Me?
Yeah, I had a feeling. I'm tired of Masa and Jinbei stealing all my glory.
So can we take that as confirmation that Jinbei has Conqueror's Haki?
Most likely.
I would be surprised. Well, I wouldn't be too surprised if Jinbei didn't. Because he is more of a follower than a leader. Yes, he can lead if he's put into that position. But he followed Fisher Tiger, he followed Otahime, he followed Neptune, and now he's following Luffy.
I want to feel like that's less of him not being a leader and more of him not wanting to lead.
It could be. Plus,
his personality, he really doesn't seem to be the type to be a leader. He seems to be the more laid-back type.
Plus, what we learned from Rayleigh, you're born with the ability to use Conqueror's Haki.
Here's what I could see Jinbei having it.
The strength of it is based on your will towards something. Like Luffy's will to be the king of the pirates, the top pirate dog, strengthens his Conqueror's Haki. Zoro to be the
reason why I can believe Jinbei having it is because of the whole Big Mom thing. Like with her double fruit, him just being like, nah.
No. So that's actually...
I know it's not actually hockey. I'm just saying, though, I could totally believe that being part of the reason why he was so defiant.
People brought up the fact of him having Conqueror's Haki when he said, if I'm going to be... The man I choose to follow is going to be king of the pirates. I cannot be scared of a mere emperor of the sea. People took that as Jinbei showing off some Conqueror's Haki, and he just did it so subtly that no one else noticed. That there's a flaw in Big Mom's Devil Fruit ability. If you don't show any fear, the ability will not activate.
Exactly, yeah.
So, but it is I could see Jinbei having it. It's just going to be very weak because he doesn't have that strong will to be a conqueror in the grand scheme of things. Because that's why it's Conqueror.
Oh, yeah.
Because Zoro, who wants to conquer the world's strongest swordsman. Luffy wants to conquer the ultimate adventure of reaching the One Piece and becoming king of the pirates.
Yeah.
Shanks, we don't know what his motives are, but we know they're pretty damn strong.
Probably, if I had to guess, it'd probably be topple the world government just to get back at his brother.
Well, did you see the theory going around on Luffy actually saved Shanks first? Because the arm that Shanks lost would have been the arm with the Abyss mark on it.
Oh! Maybe... Oh, alright, hold on. Wait a second. If that's true, the plot hole fills. That's why he let his arm get bit off.
That's why he betted on the future. It wasn't just to make Luffy... It was just to comfort Luffy. He was genuinely
get rid of that.
For Luffy for that. I believe if it wasn't because of the Abyss mark and Shanks genuinely lost an arm to save Luffy, and I don't think he would have given Luffy the hat. Freeing Shanks from the Abyss mark made Shanks realize this kid has got it. I am passing the hat off to him.
Yeah, it could totally be actually plausible. But as we see, Scopper Gaban saying, "You there, swordsman? You seem quite at ease with it." Zoro not understanding that he can actually use Conqueror's Haki. Wow!
Even though he used it against Kaido and King.
Literally, he goes, "Wait, I can use Supreme King Haki?" Like
his Conqueror's Haki is why he was able to leave a mark on Kaido, and why he was able to defeat King. Which gives more props to Sanji, because Sanji was able to defeat Queen, who wasn't much weaker than King. Yes, King was stronger, but Queen was not far behind King, and Sanji did it without Conquerors.
But Sanji also is not a normal human body anymore. True. He is got the Germa stuff.
He did activate his Germa genes, which could be a hindrance to him in the terms of the hockey.
It probably will be.
It probably will.
Bad wager, I guess. Because none of them really had crazy hockey, did they?
None of them had hockey at all. None of Germany.
Yeah. He has observation, right? He has normal observation.
He has advanced observation. And he has
advanced?
Yes. His observation is advanced.
Oh, I'm sorry. His advanced... Yeah, it's advanced observation, but only normal armament.
And when it comes to his observation hockey, if it's not a woman, he doesn't get that advancement.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing with him, which could be a result of his thought process towards women. And
into a result of Germa,
because of the Germa stuff.
Yeah.
So I think even if he could find a way to unlock, like say he was born with Conqueror's hockey because of how different he was from his brothers, then again, who knows what Ichiji, Nichiji, and Yonji would have been like? Because we see Reiju, Reiju only had the physical enhancements; she didn't have the emotional ones. So we see how Reiju is. We don't know how the other three would have turned out.
Yeah.
So, let's just say he was born with the ability to unlock Conqueror's hockey. How good would his Conqueror's hockey be because of the tampering and the experimentation?
And the sheer his goal was to get to the all blue.
Yeah.
But who's to say, one, if it's real, and two, how really determined is he to get there? He seems more determined to, actually get a girlfriend or get married and actually get to the all blue.
And save women.
And so, yeah. He seems more determined to do that than to go to the all blue, which was his dream. So,
yeah. I still remember that eager smile he had on his face when he first told Luffy. That image is forever burned into my head.
And yet, what has he done since? Literally, all he can do is just wait to go there. There's nothing else.
So that's another hindrance on the Conqueror hockey, and
his goal can't be attained by anything other than just exploring.
Yeah. And I can see Reiju having it, and Reiju's hockey not being affected because she didn't get the mental experimentation.
Yeah, it was just all physical stuff.
It was all physical for her. Since it was a failed on his mental state, he might never be able to unlock advanced armament.
Well, even then, he probably wouldn't need it as much as the others, only because of the German body.
Yeah, because he already
which might be why it's blocked.
Or, yeah. I mean, it's not really an exoskeleton because it is inside, but they called it an exoskeleton in Wano.
It's the really weird thing. Technically, it's inside, but technically it's outside because it's affecting his exterior, with his skin and whatnot. Yeah. But it's inside because it's his bones and muscles and whatnot. So it's one of those weird, it's just him.
Yeah, and
it's not really exo or endo.
Judge wasn't able to unlock any form of hockey, so literally the skeletal base for all five of his kids is literally based off of armament.
Armament hockey, yeah.
What, you didn't know that it's flowing out of you? Okay, so Luffy knew about it.
Yeah.
So
he thought Zoro knew about it.
Oh, it's kind of like Substitute Soul Reaper arc Ichigo. How his Ryatsu is just always flowing out of him.
Yeah.
That's what that reminds me of. Unbelievable. Hockey is a power that's only useful when you consciously control it. How do you expect to support your captain, an Emperor of the Sea, without knowing that? And Zoro's just sorry?
What do you mean? To be fair, of all people to be like this, Scopper Gabon absolutely is the one who should be telling him like this.
Anyone from the red-haired pirate crew except for Buggy.
Yeah.
Because none of them had a devil fruit.
Nope, they were all hockey and pretty much just super goddamn skilled.
Yeah, same could be said with the Shanks crew. Lime Juice, Monster, why am I blanking on the names? I literally play a Shanks deck in the TCG. Yasop.
No, we don't include Yasop there.
Dude, Yasop has a card in the TCG. It's a very card. And
Bro uses his advanced observation hockey to stay away from Usopp.
Literally,
if he knows they're going to cross paths at Luffy, he makes sure Shanks does not do it.
Yasop has a one cost 3,000 card. So it's one cost to play, one Dawn to play, and it's 3,000 power. And his ability, and he doesn't. You don't even tap him for his ability. You can use his ability and attack with him in the same turn, and you can have up to 3 of the same character on the board at a time. So when you use a Dawn, it's
3 ass ups, impossible. How do you even have 1?
I had 3 on the board at once. I still lost. But his ability, when you use a Dawn, you tap the Dawn, and you can no longer use that Dawn for that turn. But his ability allows you to take a tapped Dawn card. Dawn is like the land cards of Magic.
Yeah.
Or energy in Pokemon. And his ability allows you to take a tapped Dawn card and attach it to your leader to increase his power. So you don't have to use untapped to attach. So you got 3 on the board, you activate the ability, boom, you got 3k more power onto your leader's attack. Or on any of your attacking cards, too. Because you can add a Dawn card to your attacking card. That's how I won my one match. I had my 9 cost 10k Shanks, and the next turn, I put all 10 of my Dawn cards onto it and made it a 20k swing. It's hard to block something that high, seeing as I think 12k is the highest card power before enhancements.
I don't even know how much HP you have in that game, so...
It depends on your leader. So...
Okay.
My Shanks leader has 5 life. So after you deal your hand of 5 cards, if you're keeping that hand of 5 cards, you take 5 cards off the top of your deck and put it to the side face down. Every time you take a hit, so you can choose, okay, I'll block or I'll just take the hit. You pick up one of those life cards and you put it to your hand.
Interesting, okay.
So you can still play those cards, but you can only play them when you lose the life. Once all 5 cards are gone, you are on your... Like, once the 5th card's gone, you're not dead. So if you have a life 5 leader, it takes 6 hits to kill you.
So your life is leader life plus 1, okay.
Yeah. Once you I understood it. Like, it was the first time I ever played it this past Friday. Mm-hmm. And after the first game, I was like, okay, I think I got the hang of this. The one thing that took me a couple more games to get the hang of was the counter on the side of the card. It says counter plus and a certain amount. And playing those to increase another, like, just plopping them out of your hand, because you can use the counter ability without tapping Dawn to increase blocking potential. So increase the power of blocking.
Okay.
Attacker always wins ties. So if it's a 5k against a 5k, the attacking 5k wins.
Makes sense, okay.
So when you're blocking, you have to make sure you're always 1k more, because it deals in thousands. Which almost every single card game except for Magic deals in thousands.
I mean, you're not wrong, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Is essentially actually just single digits.
Because
I guess double digits. No, it's only if you have a one-turn deck, but most of those don't work anymore because of hand traps and whatnot. It's also incredibly funny. I was talking about Master Duel the other day with my brother, and I go, if I ever made a Master Duel account, it'd just become your backup account, and you could do it all over again. Because he loves Master Duel.
I stopped playing Duel Links and Master Duel because I'm so, like, OG Digimon. And, like OG Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh! To where it's like, the new gen stuff, it makes 0 sense to me. Like, I bought a couple blisters of the newer Digimon stuff, and I don't understand the cards at all. But I look at an OG Digimon card, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I got it. And I haven't...
But see, that's the thing, it's just unfamiliar with terminology. Well, that's just the thing, it was like the terminology is way different.
The terminology is different. The items you use are no... Like, you cannot use any card pre-2016 for Digimon anymore.
Wow.
Because the design's completely changed. The way the game is played is completely changed. There's no Digivice equipment cards anymore.
They must have done a revamp then, or something, to the card game.
The card game went under, from what I recall. It went under at one point. Bandai discontinued the card game, and they relaunched a new one. And then it got overshadowed because One Piece came out a couple years later.
Yeah.
But there's still a following for it. I just can't get into it because it's so different, and my brain is so locked on the original way of playing Digimon. I think that's how it is for Yu-Gi-Oh! With like the gameplay and the style of Yu-Gi-Oh! Hasn't really changed. They changed the way.
Well, the gameplay has, but
not as much as Digimon's.
Well, when I say gameplay's changed, I mean like the flow of things is different now. Like it's still like the generic like main phase, battle phase, draw phase, stuff like that.
Well, that's
but like how cards interact with each other and like what you can do.
Yeah, like
that's much different from
fusion summoning. Wasn't a thing back when I played. There was just a normal summoning method.
You could literally just say special summon because that encompasses everything that you're probably unfamiliar with.
Probably. That's how out of touch with it I am. But tangents aside, how many times have we seen Zoro actually say sorry in the story?
Not a lot, but I think he says sorry specifically to Scopper Gabon because he knows who it is.
Yeah.
Like, he knows that's number 2 of the Rogers pirate crew. Like, if he's angry or telling you you're being, like, you don't know what you're doing, he's probably like, oh shit, I probably don't know what I'm doing.
It is stated that Zoro has said sorry less than 10 times in the entire story.
Oh my god.
Then we have Sanji going back at Scopper. Hey, Gramps,
Gramps, what about me?
And now we got, Loki. This is pathetic, Hardin. You'd rather have outsiders save our homeland? Elbaf already has me.
Is that a fact? Because I can certainly see you betraying Elbaf and joining the side of the government instead. You more or less already did that once. How could I possibly trust you?
Hardin still doesn't know the truth.
Nope.
Harold was on the side of the world government and Loki was trying to stop him. I know it's not confirmed yet, but based off of all the information we have...
Well,
because Loki
the world government even kill him anyway? Like, isn't that what it looked like inside the thing?
Clearly...
The ruins?
Loki... Well, yeah, Loki fought... the intel we have, Loki still fought Harold.
Wait, hold on. Wasn't it like we thought... I don't know, maybe this is what I thought. The world government was like trying to convince him he was disagreeing or agreeing. Loki caught wind of it, so the world government killed King Harold and blamed Loki on it to off Elbaf.
That could be a possibility too. We don't have,
and that's why everyone believes it. Yeah,
there was definitely a
fight.
I'm
thinking we're probably gonna get it.
There's definitely a fight between Harold and somebody in that castle.
Oh yeah, we're probably gonna get the flashback or something.
We know for a fact that Loki is against the world government. We've seen that already. If Loki was truly on the world government side and Howardine was right in his assessment here, Loki would have joined Shamrock.
Yeah, he wouldn't be imprisoned by the red hair. And of course, they still assume it's Shanks, but they would have joined him. He wouldn't be stuck down here.
He would have joined Gunko and Shamrock, and the island would be already done for, based on what we know about Loki's power.
Of course, we don't know that, or they don't know that Loki was attacked by Shamrock and Gunko, I don't believe.
No, Loki mentioned it. He said because Luffy blew up on him.
Well, that's right, because they thought it was Shanks, that's right.
They thought it was Shanks, and Loki goes, I would know Shanks anywhere. That wasn't Shanks.
That's right.
Alright, now we got another one of Howardin's underlings. Hurry, Howardine. Waste of time means more victims. And then we have Luffy. I thought you were going to say it.
So great. It's going to be so great. Join my crew, man! Then can we set him free, Howardine?
Luffy's 10th member! He said he wanted a crew of 10.
It's him.
I still want it to be Vivi. Another thing, what is Vivi doing? We know Big News Morgans is by Elbaf.
Unfortunately, I have some news. Oda sent me the DM earlier today. Vivi was eaten by Wapol.
What? I know Wapol put her in his mouth so they could escape Marijois, but did she?
There was a lot of saliva. There was a lot of saliva built up in there. He had to swallow, and he forgot she was in there and just down the gullet.
So
I don't know why Oda chose to reveal that now, but
is Wapol now like Ivankov when Ivankov uses their devil fruit to switch their gender? Because remember, he can take
Wapol's face is still there.
Exactly, he can take on the form and the shape of anything he eats.
Yeah, but it's still Wapol's face. It's just on Vivi's body, so it's like a bobblehead.
He's got the blue hair coming out of the hat.
Yeah.
His jaw, instead of it being that silver, is now blue.
You look like Hatsune Miku. Wapol's gonna get into the new music career with Big News Morgan as his sponsor.
Oh my god. Oh, now we have Zoro. Huh? Forget about it, Luffy. There's no way this enormous freak fits on our ship.
What about the food? He eats more than you.
Sanji, always concerned about that food.
Come on, it sounds like Elbaf doesn't want you around anyway. I think it'd be fun with you. If anyone's got a problem, I'll whoop him.
Shut your mouth, Pipsqueak. Why would I ever be a henchman for you? And Luffy's just...
Is that what your instinct tells you, Straw Hat? I want to see him fight. Look at that goofy ass smile he has down there. He's like, Loki, I can't wait to get this guy riled up.
This guy, like 10,000 times the size of Luffy, is in his face screaming. We know how strong we know he's fucking powerful, and Luffy's just like, hee, I want to see him fight. Hee. Oh my god, Oda, this chapter. I was coming in here, a horrible day, expecting something bad to happen. Maybe we transition back to the Sun Realm. Nope, we just get comedic fucking gold. Harudin. We're
getting it. We're getting it.
Uh-oh.
I read to the end of the page. We're getting the flashback, I guarantee it.
Oh, I'm coming now. I'm sorry, Straw Hat, but Elbaf has condemned Loki to death. You can't have him. Oh, darn.
Oh, darn. Harudin.
Go
on and unlock Loki's chains.
Okay, if Yasan is saying this, you know.
Not you too. Not you too, Mr. Ya. Why do you say this? Loki killed 113 soldiers in the castle 14 years ago. He gave Chief Yarul a most grievous wound. Slaughtered his own father. His crimes are monstrous and historic in scale.
I know, but the day it happened, we felt an extreme abnormal hockey from the castle. And Shanks and I headed for E.S.T Castle together. We didn't see the whole thing, but we were there.
Huh? You what? Did you say Shanks?
Sorry, Stanson. Stanson, that's his name. No, Stanson's the other guy. Stanson's the one with the hammer. He's the one that we met at the auction at Sabaody before the time skip. The one that Rayleigh helped free.
Mm-hmm.
Zoro Sanji, we'll catch up with you soon.
Shanks obsessed fool. What? Don't call Shanks a fool. He's talking about you, fool.
I love their contrast with each other. Gabon. Who better to
tell a story to than Harudin? You're still brothers, even if your mothers are different.
You have 3 minutes to explain everything. What happened in the castle that day 14 years ago, Loki. If you're a true warrior of Elbaf, then swear by the name of God and speak the truth.
This is a cruel demand, brother. You want me to relive that event? I'd rather not remember the details. It was a horrible day. Oh!
Someone's coming.
He said the title!
This chapter. Roll credits. Roll credits. Roll credits.
That's it.
Roll
Whole
credits.
piece is over.
Roll credits. I switched to the end screen. Roll credits. We got the chapter name.
Something's coming from the sky.
14
years ago.
E.S.T Castle, Elbaf. Dogahaha.
Oh no, Loki! I mean, Prince Loki has returned!
Chief Yarul is here as well.
Oh my god, he was old even back then.
Well, yeah, this is only 14 years ago.
I know, but like 14 years.
400.
That's true. You're right.
He
He summoned you too, Loki.
We're family. You're looking good though, old man. Just try not to live too long, eh?
Shut your mouth.
His Majesty is in the throne room. What does he want with me anyway? I've no interest in a man who'd sell his soul to the world government. These are the people who killed Rox. If Elbaf is going in that direction, they'll make an enemy out of me. Okay.
Lower your volume.
Okay, so Rox is actually dead. Because we never got an actual confirmation. And Loki just said these are the people that killed Rox.
Don't forget, he could have also... It could have looked like they killed him, and they spread it out, but actually Rox is somewhere else, for some reason. Like, who knows? It's safe to assume he's dead, but who actually knows?
I feel like Shanks' crew wouldn't have been that prominent yet, but Scopper would have been here. And Scopper was there.
That's true, you're right, yeah.
So if
it's probably safe to say that Rox is dead.
They probably got the information from Scopper.
Yeah.
It makes you think of why Loki actually respects Scopper when Scopper was part of the crew that took down Rox as well. Because it was Garp
We'll find out.
Roger.
I think we'll find out here in this flashback.
Maybe. Well,
I'm an old man
Scopper
now.
Said they weren't there for the whole thing.
I know they weren't there for the whole thing, but I'm just saying, like, this is Loki telling it.
Alright.
So it's Loki and Scopper Gaban telling both, like, Harding together. I'm an old man now. I'd rather leave the politics to the younger folks. And that lackadaisical... Wait, hold on. Is
lackadaisical.
No, I'm wondering who says that. Is that Loki or is that...
that's Ja Rule.
Yeah. And that lackadaisical attitude is exactly the problem. It's how you end up with peace-addled, addicted children with no, that is Loki. Because he wants to leave politics to younger folks. That makes sense, yeah, because look, Loki has the jagged lines for the speech bubbles. Because he's heated right now.
And that lackadaisical attitude is exactly the problem. It's how you end up with peace-addicted children with no idea how to swing a weapon. I feel like that's the voice Loki's gonna have, like this gruff voice.
Oh, absolutely. Unless, they do the whole goofy-ass thing where they give him a high-pitched voice.
Oh, because we know Howard Dean has a deep voice.
Yeah.
Jarl has to have...
Oh, no, that's right. He has to have a deeper voice because he's huge.
Yeah.
I remember Or's having... Even though it was Luffy in Or's still had the deep voice.
Yeah. Like, Gerd, I can still see him being, like, a deep woman voice. Kind of like Riza Hawkeye. You haven't watched Full Metal yet.
Probably. No, I have not, but I can assume it's something similar to that. That's the age we live in.
Think of Albedo serious mode.
Okay, yeah. My granddaughter's granddaughter doesn't fight and she's adorable.
Soft and dullard. Train her up. Use some discipline.
What's that ruckus? Yeah, I can assume it's him as well.
Yeah.
It's coming from the throne room.
Chief Yaro, thank you for coming. And Loki, my prince, welcome back. Hey, I heard that.
Just a minute. Let me check with the king.
Look how big these two are compared to the other giants in the hallway.
It's ridiculous,
They don't even come up to the top of Loki's boot.
Yeah. God, he's massive.
His foot is his entire body. Oh my god.
Loki... Hey, Summermere, this is my home. Just open the damn door, you clown.
Stop. No violence, your highness. Hey,
door comes crashing down.
I'm back. So Loki had nothing to do with his death.
Harold! Look at that! Look at that zoom in on Yarul's face. The detail on that one.
Domi Reversi.
What do you mean?
Those are all Elbaf guards.
Yeah.
Why else would they stab Harold? Don't be
True.
reversey.
It's tough to say right now. He's silhouetted, so we can't really know for sure if he got...
Oh my god. Loki just screaming what's going on in here. The sun. Then we're cutting scenes after, like,
we're going.
Oh my god.
To Gabon's house.
We're going to Gabon, and so
now we're getting
telling the story. The Sun World, Gabon's house.
Yeah.
The view is simply enormous.
This place is the best.
Ain't it? Been a while since we shared a good bath together. What's it been? 3 or 4 years?
Are you kidding? Camden died 10 years ago.
Has it really been that long? It must feel like an eternity for you then. That's right, Shanks would have been active, so Shanks could have said something too. Shanks was a Yonko.
Yeah.
Shanks would have been a Yonko at this point.
He would have.
Because it was
my life's changed entirely.
1 year after he left Luffy. And that was 12 years ago. So no, this is before he became a Yonko. This is before he got his hands on the Gum Gum fruit.
Yeah, because listen to this. Shanks is about to tell you right before, right when we have this. My life's changed entirely. My plan was to join up with Buggy and lead a laid-back pirate life. But even here in Elbaf, there's so much more to learn. So this is before. I think he even has a crew here because he says his plan was to join up with Buggy.
Yeah. Well, that was.
So he's on his own.
So 10 years before this, he was supposed to join up with. After a few years, he was supposed to join up with Buggy.
Yeah, so my guess is it's been 10 years since... Yeah, so he probably doesn't have a big crew or the crew he has now.
I would say he has Lucky Roo, Ben Beckman, and Yasopp. That's probably all who's with him at this point. Would
Yasopp be with him? Would that line up timeline-wise?
Those are the 3 that have been with him the longest.
I know, but would Yasopp line up timeline-wise when he left Usopp?
Well, this was 14 years ago. How old was Usopp? I'll look up when his mother died, because we know his mother died a year after Yasopp left. Usopp was 7 years old. He's 19 now. So that's 12 years ago. So this would have been a year before he met Yasopp.
So yeah, he wouldn't have...
Yasopp.
He wouldn't know Yasopp yet.
Without a doubt.
Probably the other 2. Yeah, I'd say the other 2
Lucky
probably.
Roo I can see as well. You're a child of fate, Shanks.
Oh!
Don't bother thinking over... I see the abyss mark, by the way. I can see the abyss mark.
Where on who? Oh! Yeah, you're so right! On his arm there.
I think what... Remember before Roger disbanded the crew, he told Shanks something. And Shanks started crying. I think it was his lineage. And in the time between him starting his crew and Roger's death, so that 5 years there, 5 years after Roger's death, he went back to Marigeois. That's where he gets the abyssal mark from, unless he was born with it because he's part of the Figurelands.
I want to assume he was most likely born with it because he's from the Royal Knight, or whatever they're called. I forget what they're called.
The God's Knights.
He's from the God's Knights. He's from the God's Knights, leader's line.
But...
and they're Celestial Dragons. Yes. I want to assume,
but there's no
because of Emu's blessing to the God's Knights, it's probably a inherited thing.
It could be, but there's no guarantee because only the God's Knights and the Gorosei have this ability.
Yeah.
There's no guarantee that it would have been given to him at birth.
There's also nothing stopping them from that. Because of who he's born from.
But there's also no guarantee that those specific families are specifically raised to become God's Knights and Goroseis.
I mean, that's true, but we can assume so only because of what's his face? Figureland, Garling, yeah.
We know he went back and he stayed there for a little bit. We got that from Shamrock.
Yeah.
He could have been put in God's Knights training, got the mark.
Perhaps, yeah, that's potentially.
But that brings up another thing. So we know he loses that mark when it gets taken by the Sea King. How did he get the Marijois then when he had that meeting, unless that was Shamrock?
Me thinks it was Shamrock, and whoever was there didn't know it wasn't Shanks.
He kept the side with the scar hidden. We didn't see if there's a missing arm. We didn't see the sword.
Yeah, it's very what do you call it? A very detail obscure.
Oda's been cooking this storyline for so long. You figure, we're in the endgame now. This is the stuff he wanted to do 5 years after the start, because he said he originally was supposed to be a 5-year story. This is all stuff that he's had planned out for years.
Well, I could assume we had the basic outline, probably not the exact
Every
details.
exact detail, but he knew there was going to be someone like Shanks in this position. There was going to be a character like Loki. There was going to be Gabon. Like, oh my goodness.
Well, even seeing that he had that mural, he probably had that mural cooked up since the very beginning.
Yeah, oh yeah. He mentioned he's had his ending since he started.
Yeah.
Child of Fate, Shanks. Don't bother thinking over the tricky little details. You remember Little Garden, the island where we met Dory and Broggy?
Of course.
Oh man, here comes Ripley. How does the water feel, Mr. Ya? She calls her own husband Mr. Ya, but then calls Shanks Shanksy.
That scared me. Shanksy.
It feels great, thanks, Ripley. She seems to like it when I am at eye level like this. That's a dining room table right next to the bath.
Yep. I guess this is how you have to design your house if you live with the giant, huh?
Unless they're two separate houses. You have the giant house and then Ya's little house.
No. It's the same house. Guarantee it.
Go back to the cliffside.
Well, we got the tart.
It's very hard to tell, but it looks like right to the right of that tree, it looks like that could be a normal size house. And there's the prison castle.
Or that's potentially that. Yeah, crazy. Or that's just what do you call it? The little balcony for the bath they're on.
Well, no, there's a roof, because if you look at the one where Ripley first appears, there's a roof.
Oh no, you're so right. Yeah. So his house is connected to her house on the balcony.
And then if
on
we
that little window
look at
thing.
where the narration, "Why is King Harold perished?" you can see there's like a little structure right there.
Yeah, there's a little roof. Yeah.
All right. I've got a lingonberry tart for you. Have some wine with it if you like. Tell me some stories about Mr. Ya's younger days, Shanksy. I can't get over
Shanksy. Boy, the tales I could tell. At every single port of call, Gabon had a different...
Hey, punk. You want to leave this island alive? You know much about King Harold. They worship him like a god here in Elbath.
Yes, I met him in Marijois. We got along all right.
Interesting. His time in Marijois.
But there's something we couldn't talk about in the Holy Land. So if he's back home, I'd like to meet him and discuss it before it's too late. Ha!
On this day, there was a massacre in the castle, and the most beloved king in Elbath's history, wise King Harold, perished.
Huh? What's that?
Let me out! Who blocked the door? Help!
Yeah!
And now
Chief Yarul!
There's the sword in Chief Yarul's head. This
Clank.
is the treasure of Elbath, the forbidden devil fruit.
Hey, what's the forbidden devil fruit? The one the government couldn't get their hands on for who knows how long.
It's Luffy's.
So this is where Shanks gets that.
Loki never ate it.
Guarantee it. Yeah.
No,
what was it that caused people to praise him so?
He got it on a CP9 ship. No, he got it. Remember, Who's Who? Who's Who was a CP9 agent that was transporting the Gum Gum fruit when Shanks attacked their ship in the East Blue and got it. We know exactly where the gum fruit came from. Loki mentioned about eating a devil fruit. Like, it's mentioned that Loki did eat a devil fruit.
So I wonder what one this is then.
But what was it that caused the people to praise him so?
For that, we must go far back in time.
To
109 years before the present. When the question of what was the most frightening thing on the sea would elicit a unanimous answer. The giant pirate crew were the most widely feared figures of the day. So we're getting a flashback in a flashback.
Arthur is going to be on his shit when he updates this timeline. Oh boy, so we are planning on streaming. When you're watching this video, we're planning on streaming tonight to talk about the chapter more. I mean, we're almost hitting an hour, but we did have several changes that weren't about One Piece. But we are going to be talking about more about this and what it could be and all that. And basically doing like a theory / chapter breakdown type thing. We'll be doing that tonight, 8 p.m. EST. Join us if you want. But Art, I gotta look before we start that stream. I gotta check Artur's website to see what he puts, unless we just check it on the stream.
Which, I mean, we could do both.
Yeah.
You could check it beforehand. We pull it up on stream to like look at it live.
Yeah, because Artur's gonna have a field day updating his timeline.
Oh yeah.
At the same
time, the royal ship from the land of the giants only enhanced the fear the world felt toward Elbaf.
I hear there's beautiful princess in this castle. Take a look. A major reason for that. Oops, my foot slipped. Okay, so I see where Loki gets his shit from. His dad was the same way. How did HenDiddy turn out so good?
That's a great question.
And look how
please don't do that, Your Majesty. King of Warland, Elbaf Island, Harold.
Bara ha 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 ha.
Was that Harold, King of Elbaf, who ascended the throne at just 45 years old, 15 in human years, was undeniably
Bara ha ha ha. Who's your god now?
A low-life scumbag.
To be continued.
No break week, thank God.
No break.
Look at the horns. Look at the horns. They're exactly like Loki's.
Yeah.
His belt.
They're more like devil horns
exact
than
same.
ancient giant horns.
Yeah.
Well, Harold definitely took after his mom. Or not Harold.
Look at young Dorian Broggy, bro. Oh my God, they look so different.
So HenDiddy definitely took after his mom.
100%. And Loki is
I don't think it's ancient giant
super
with them anymore.
You don't think?
Let me pull up oars and take a look at his horns. Yeah, the horns are completely different.
Take a look-see.
Look at Oars and Orange Jr., and they like come out the side and then up. Same with Kaido's.
Oh, you're right.
Kaido has the same style horns, so we know Kaido has Ancient Giant in him.
Yeah.
There's got to be something else in Harold's line, because those horns, they're completely fucking different. They are so completely different. Alright, well, we rambled on long enough in this video. Join us for the live stream tonight. We're going to talk about this a hell of a lot more, go into more detail about some of the stuff. We're recording this on Sunday, but you will be seeing it Monday morning. I will be listening to Tekken's audio format of his review to see if there's anything of light that he brings up about any of this. I'm hoping he mentions something about Harold's horns.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait. Hold on.
What?
Loki's there.
What?
I'm pretty sure, unless that's just a similar styled helmet that Oda drew. The giant, like, not being kicked into the building, but the one right in front of him kind of looks like
No, that's not Loki. That's just the helmet. Because they're off to the side.
Because that's true. Yeah.
Loki, we know Loki's are on the front of his head.
To be fair, we also don't know what Loki looks like with the horns. Oh, there's a small child Loki, and the horns go off to the side. Oh, but they're not nearly as hooked like the ones there. Never mind. Because I was gonna say we never saw Loki with his
Plus, remember,
horns from the back.
this is 109 years ago. Loki was only born 60-some years ago.
True. That's right. I kind of forgot how old he was for a second.
He grew up with
63.
He grew up with Gerd, Haradine, Roto.
Holy shit! I forgot his bounty was at 2.6 billion, just for existing, kind of.
Yeah, yeah. He had like Yonko level bounty. That's insane. Well, that is going to do that, as my computer just threw me a massive heat warning in effect.
Interesting.
Dude, it's going to be 103 on like Wednesday.
Ugh.
And that's just the high. It's not even the feels like or anything.
Oh god.
3 degrees, like 96% humidity.
Dude, it's Jesus Christ! It feels like 77 right now, right? And it's at night. Yeah, where I'm at.
Oh god, you don't want to know mine.
What's your feels like right now?
90.
Ugh.
I'm gonna screenshot this to you right now. It's 84, but feels like 90.
Oh my god! Well, right now for me, with nighttime, it's 77. Feels like 77. So there's no cooling, no nothing.
Dude, give me that, please. I just sent you it.
I know you'd rather like that over what I'd rather you like what I got over what you got.
Yeah, especially because you know how much of a sauna my place can be.
You have 2 weather alerts, okay. Which I'm assuming is the air quality, and then also heat advisory.
I just have the.
I only have heat. One. Oh no, you do okay because when you screenshot, it says air quality there.
My phone has 2.
Yeah.
My computer's only showing.
God.
Heat warning. Well, wish us luck. Hopefully, we don't die. I know people who've gone through worse heat than this, so I'm not that concerned.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I am wearing a tank top every fucking day of the week, though.
I have to. I literally can't. I have to wear short sleeves at work because I can't wear anything else.
Pants too?
No, thank God I can wear shorts.
Oh, lucky you,
dude. If I had to wear pants at work, I'd be cooked, literally.
Dude. Oh my god! Like,
I'd be turned into a road because it's so hot, even in a t-shirt and shorts. Like I don't know what I would do if I had to wear pants. Like I'd actually be dying.
Dude, I'll tell you this as soon as we end stream about something else I used to have to wear. But yeah, my job just gave us all brand new work shirts. I'm like, I'm probably never gonna wear those. Like during the school year, I go straight from college to work. I'm not wearing a work shirt to school.
Yeah.
In the summer, it's too damn hot for those thick ass Carhartt shirts.
Oh, it's a Carhartt. Oh my god, who are they trying to kill? They're trying to kill somebody.
Especially like our school, the building I clean is hot as hell too. Like granted, we try to keep the AC on in all the rooms we're in, but it doesn't help all the time.
It's not gonna help. Not in the summer.
So I'm wearing a tank top.
Not when what I can assume is a brick building being beaten down by the sun is just taking all of that heat in and not letting any of it go.
From closed to only that much open.
And they don't even open upwards. You're not even getting any good breeze. You're getting the bad breeze.
Updraft. Which what rises?
Heat. Oh, okay. Tomorrow I'm gonna hate even more. 65% humidity with the projected being 92.
Eh. What's tomorrow for me? Oh god. Oh god.
How bad?
76% humidity. High of 94 with the feels like going to be 93. 94 to 99 all day.
Yucky.
It's
very
yucky.
It's a
New record high. There are 5 to 10 mile an hour winds, which may help. And the UV index, is a 9 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah, with the UV index being 9 and humidity being like, what, you said like 70 something? It's not going to be, no. The breeze is not going to do anything. It's going to be pushing hot air onto you.
You need like 50 mile an hour winds to get that chill. Oh, God. Tuesday's even worse.
Yeah.
It's not going to cool down. There's rain on Wednesday, so that's going to help the temperature drop. And the high is only 90 with a UV index of 7. Thursday...
You're lucky.
Dude, this whole week sucks. Until next Tuesday.
Here's my Wednesday. 63% humidity. 40% chance of thunderstorms. 9 on the UV index.
What was our... Well, what was our Wednesday? That's the, is that the 25th? Yeah.
Yeah.
High of 90, 67% humidity, UV index of 7, with a 46% chance of rain.
We got thunderstorms. It's going to suck. I'm going to hate it.
Oh, followed by scattered thunderstorms.
Oh, there you go.
Friday,
man, why is summer is opening up with such a, like, stupidly big heat wave. I hate it.
Worse. High of 80.
Oh yeah, and didn't like meteorological summer like just happen like either today or like the other day?
Yesterday.
Yeah. So like it is literally starting off with the worst possible bang possible, with it being stupidly hot.
Record highs for an entire week.
It's so gross. Like I don't want this.
Neither do I. Give me the cold. You know the Imagine Dragons song with Otto, "Take Me to the Beach." Where it goes, you can have the mountains, I'll take the beach. Nah, give me the mountains, you take
Give me the mountains, yeah. I'm in the mountains and it's still this damn hot.
You're not north yet. You're not north enough.
I need to go further to Canada.
Trust me, Connecticut's worse.
Oh my god, yeah.
When I was living there, we never dipped below 86 on the humidity percentage.
Ugh. Yuck.
The time I went up to Maine in the fall, I had like hunting gear. I was gonna go hunt fall bow elk. Dude, I put my vest on, my camo vest on, my camo hat on, and a pair of camo jeans.
Yeah.
That was it. I took up 40 pounds of gear, expecting to have a little bit of a chill because it's Maine. It's late fall. Dude, it was 87 degrees.
Jeez, man. This damn global warming. Everyone turn on their ACs and put them outside. Cool the planet down.
But yeah, Friday, 89 degrees, scattered thunderstorms, wind gust up to 8 miles an hour, 50% chance of rain, humidity 70%, UV index of 9. Thunderstorms with a 9 on the UV index is
nasty.
outrageous.
I don't ever want to see that.
Like,
dude, it's gonna be so dark and gloomy.
The sky is covered with thunderstorm clouds. How the fuck is there a UV index of 9?
The sun's too powerful.
The sun is a deadly laser.
Yeah, the history of the entire world.
I guess.
The sun is a deadly laser.
Oh my god.
Even though there's a blanket, we kind of destroyed that in the 80s.
You mean the 60s?
Every decade before the 2000s, honestly.
All the space travel?
Not even just the space travel, just like all the hairspray that was sprayed. The sheer amount of spray we used in like the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s just destroyed the ozone.
The muscle cars.
Greenhouse gases? What are those? I don't know what's causing it to be 95 degrees. I cut out, but...
God. Well, sorry for that meteorology tangent. Gives a little bit of comedy to this chapter, even though this chapter had a lot of comedy to begin with. We will...
It's right, Shanksy.
Calls her husband Mr., but then calls Shanks Shanksy.
Maybe they weren't married at the time. Who knows?
She was holding Colin! Colin's 20!
You're so right. I literally didn't even see him in that panel.
Oh my god. Well, we'll see you guys tonight for a theory and breakdown of this. Hopefully this actually uploads in time so y'all can watch it before we stream that. We will be uploading that
It
stream
should.
to YouTube. We'll make a new playlist and put it with the One Piece reacts and be like One Piece breakdown / theories or something like that. But thank you for joining. We still do not have a name for our fans yet.
The crackheads now.
Oh god.
Well, yeah, it works because crack like an egg for egghead. Boom.
Oh my god. Oh.
I'm a genius. I'm actually just
Since
what's his name?
It's mainly me and you doing this now.
Got his name.
We haven't figured out the issues with the rest of the group yet, so we apologize for that. But since it's mainly just me and you, we could just do like the Hawks or something. Y'all are the Hawks. A Berserk reference.
I mean, yeah, but it's for One Piece though.
But it's just the fans, unless we can find something else.
That's true. We'll leave it at that for now.
Yeah, so take care, Hawks.
You guys are a bunch of birds.
Take care, Hawks. We'll see you tonight for the stream. And where's my sound bit? Here, I'll use this one.
Force!